Actually,
Yeah.
you're gonna be pissed because I missed like the first 25 seconds of you talking.
I'll put in an intro title card. I'm really great at iMovie.
And then one day, I go outside, and on the front step of my house is a VHS tape with like white chalk or grease pen written on the side of the tape, on the front of the tape that said "Watch me." I want to say it was 2004. My previous housemate, and yeah, the tape was someone. It looked like they had been stalking me for like 3 or 4 days. There was footage. I think the most disturbing footage was shot through the window of my house while my dog was barking. I had a suspicion that Sousa was responsible. And if you know Sousa, you understand why I immediately had this suspicion. But you don't know. You don't know. It could have been anybody. Like I said, I had a lot going on in those days. And I was paranoia adjacent.
So I remember when Kenda was here, she and Sousa pulled an epic prank on my friend Ben.
Anyway, and there was also kind of the complicating factor that Sousa had left town and come back with this woman named Kenda who was attractive. And also there was the suspicion, and there's that male calculus of being, whatever I was, 20 something, of being like, well, this could be someone who's getting ready to murder you, or it could be the start of something much more pleasant. And so not only was it terrifying, but I was not able to know how terrified I was supposed to be.
And then at 3 a.m, my phone started ringing, and it was Ben, the pranky, and he was like freaked out, and he was like, do you know anything about this? Do you know who could have done this? This is, I'm terrified. I don't know what is going on anymore. And I knew it was Sousa, but I kept my cool, and I was like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, are you sure Sousa isn't involved? I really think maybe it was Sousa. And I was like, no, I really have no idea what you're talking about. And it's 3 a.m, so I've got to go back to bed. And he was like, oh, okay. And we hung up, and I turned to my partner that I was in bed with, and I was like, that was Ben. And Sousa got him.
Because it was Austin, and it was 2004. And as weird as the tape was, it sort of like fit perfectly into the tapestry of things that were happening to and around me. And Kenda, happy birthday. I'm happy to hear that you're still out there surreptitiously videotaping random bartenders and scaring the shit out of them unnecessarily by leaving tapes on their front doorstep. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you've moved on. Anyway, happy birthday, and best to all. Anyway, that's what I remember.
And then we filmed through his home window when he wasn't home. And then we left the video at his house. And then I don't think he had a VHS player, so he had to find somebody, Mike Blake maybe, with a VHS player, and went over and watched it and freaked we had just watched David Lynch's Lost Highway. Okay. And in it, a guy calls his home, and the person he's looking at answers the phone at his home and says, "I'm at your home," and it's the creepy. It's Robert Blake, who murdered someone in real life.
Actual murderer.
Yes, but anyway, so it was a la that, and Ben freaked out, and then we had decided not to tell him we did it, and so he came over to my sister's house where we were living, and he was like, "You guys did this, right? You fucking did this, right?" And we were like, "No." I think I was like, "Yeah," but Kenda was like, "No." And I think he believed us, but eventually I think he realized we did it. Is that about right?
That's about right.
Well,
Thank you for listening. Now I don't have to do anything with that fucking video because I can just use
you
this
have, to
video.
you have to digitize the video itself.
Yeah,
'Cause-
that needs to be on YouTube, I think.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're gonna be pissed because I missed like the first 25 seconds of you talking.
I'll put in an intro title card. I'm really great at iMovie.